Somebody that. Looks like it's working. Alright. Well then, let's continue. Salud. Stages. Third day of classes. Come on. I have to remember. Sanji-san did have one. No. Expert. I think one more and I can level up down. Yes. Minimum speed +1, crimson strike improve. Improve. One level /6. Second bone rupture. Third bone blaze. What is? Reinforcement corner your enemy. Let's see. Attention! Today's lesson will cover intelligence acquisition. In other words, when you will learn how to gain information from people. Hey, I'm pretty good at that. You just have to turn them to your side, being generous with my spending by setting a good example as a superior. They will eventually open up. Foolishness. Huh? That is among the worst strategies I ever had to this pleasure of hearing. Do you not see how wasteful it is to spend a limited military budget? How wasteful it is to spend so much precious time trying to better them over? The most efficient means of obtaining intelligence is torture. Torture? Ha! Or that's the worst strategy I ever had to this pleasure of hearing. Or to not waste my grand strength on something so utterly useless like that. Says if you end up accidentally killing them. Foolishness, foolishness. Jeez, can you stop saying that word? How simplistic and disappointing. Your imagination falls short. If that is all you can think of when you hear the word torture, then this unit. No, this isn't exactly a military unit. Then this Hongyuan might need way beyond your ability to lead. Well, I'm waiting. Get on with your lesson. The mentioner Hongyuan seemed to position in a thoughtful mood as she stopped arguing and began focusing on class. The most effective method of torture isn't physical. Things like waterboarding, electrocution are all inferior. Today you will learn the torture of language. With this method you will always find the answer you want. Use speechcraft to entrap their minds, slowly constrict around them. Good. And let them take brief sighs of relief every time they give you an answer. That, cadets, is what you will learning today. To your positions, cadet. With Ishmael and with Gregor. The good drill señor and bad drill señor to team. The morale restored and 20 more. Damn, Otis recovers a lot of morale. Morale restore. Shall never surrender. That's +1. Midterm. I forgot who you were. I forgot your name. It's Charge one, but I don't remember who is it. So I heard you defeated Hua Shen. You will do best not to let that go to your head. He has always been our family's greatest shame. Watch yourself, haven't you learned not to underestimate the family underdogs? What? Oh, you don't know, you see, I managed to talk Shi Huashen into, you know. What? No, it can be. I cannot have serious twins on my parents. My men are already on their way. But how did you know it was block 30? I barely managed to get them in spot there. Oh, so it's block 32. Did you just... I did. That was easier than it was during class. I heard stories about how you changed. I didn't know you had changed into such a helpless woman. Say something, damn it. Don't you stare there complexly expressionless and... Oh, I see. You won't be shaken by silly little things like this, is that it? That might befit the seat of the hierarchy. However, a leader would respond with silence to their inferiors. A leader would consider them only disposable tools bound to rot. I, Si Jing, refuse to let someone so unqualified such as yourself attain power. Oh, these paraguas. What do you have? Let's help. Teléfono completo con el cobre de Banner. No. What? Five count.
나 자신을 들여다봐야 해. 조금씩 아픔.
Don Quixote. You're dead, kiddo. Damn it! I was so close. Did you ever really take the time to think about what might happen if his sister Yuan Jun actually gain control of Hong Yuan? Sure, it's gonna be all buddy-buddy at first. She's going to acknowledge the authority of the board of directors, butter you up, and compensate for you for your efforts. But soon, you are going to see people from otherness coming in here and taking up administrative positions under the guise of advisors. And it's the small families and clans that are going to suffer first. And when that time comes, I bet you will say the same thing then. I was so close. It's going to be a while before other members of your family are let go. You know this already. They committed treason, thinking they were piggybacking of Big Sister Yuan Jun's forces, when in reality she had already discarded them even before it began. She's made sure that nothing about this treason is going to stick to her. Mother, father. Now let's think about this carefully, about Yuan Chun's vision of Dong Yuan. Will it be more H Corp or Q Corp? I see the point you're making, but you're not giving us any reason to trust you either. What guarantee do I have that you won't just toss us aside? We're no longer useful. So about that hiding place where you put your parents, you just accidentally let sleep. I will know their whereabouts for a while. Actually, my Heshua had identified the location long ago, but I didn't do anything because there wasn't any evidence that pointed to your parents' involvement. Is that true? You just hollow your opinion of the hierarchy. Big Sister Yuan Jun made a big show of her own influence at assembly. We still have a tight control over the issue of the family hierarchy. But I thought you were arresting every member of the Shi family without even questioning them. What was it again? The leaders must take good care of those who are in the same boat as them. Why will any hierarchy go around arresting innocent people of H Corp, left and right, unnecessarily making more enemies for themselves? I sure don't plan on doing that. Ryoshu. TCOC, taking care of children. Let's see. Would Ryoshu will be good? Shima maybe? Honglu? Let's see. I don't know how to say that one. Teaching kids to deal with kids, she says. Like your manager's not the only one who needs a translator. I would have liked to teach a particularly bloody art class, but that L Blackheart described my lesson plan. Yeah, no, I don't think your lesson plan would have flown even if Zero wasn't there, less or otherwise. In today's class, I will think if you're UA. What? Well, I will scan if you're UC. I will snap your neck completely if you're an unruly adult, but I will shoot cogs and nurture if you're an unruly child. Did you guys rehearse this or something? I'm getting pranked right now. No, I just listen carefully. Evaluate the context until you have it. What context? What context am I supposed to evaluate? Let the art do the talking. MTL, kids. Yeah, there's much to learn. Class is about to begin. Bring the class material, attendant. Yes. It was 3, right? Yes. Upon the venerable family hierarchy orders, I have brought a child from the Wang family. Why shouldn't... No, wait. What? You brought a who from a what family upon Wang's orders? Poof, too many travel restrictions here. So, I borrowed the rich kid's attendant. You mean you have been bringing her along to get your 2 places, huh? No, I mean, just what do you mean you brought that kid on my orders? Ryoshu snuffed out her cigarette, opened the window to clear out the smoke, dusted off her clothing a few times, and then brought the child to the elevated platform in front of the glass. The kid's kinda trembling and anxious looking. I extend my greetings to the venerable hierarch. That kid scared out of his mind. Memories of childhood are important. They are the experiences that shape your future. Observe and learn. What's up with that you acting serious all of a sudden? So I do agree that childhood memories are important. The memories with Big Brother about you are what. Anyways, moving on, your head nothing. The point is, I think becoming approachable to kids here might help prevent a lot of potential future conflicts, but you got your work cut off for you. Children of Tangwanjang are extremely wary of anyone who is not their immediate family. Even worse, you pretty much tricked that kid here using my name. He must be terrified. And I imagine his parents must have given him a lot of warnings too. I will give you a demonstration. Behold. Seven arms. I can praying wishing around back for memories of my own childhood with Jason Sinclair. Just Sinclair? Wow, he's really taking a liking to her. Yeah, he won't stop crying when we try to get him to calm down. Besides, how's she been doing that with her hands? None even masters of martial arts move like that. Yoshi was practically giving him no time for any other distractions or even a moment to cry. She was taking care of that kid almost effortlessly. She was employing all kinds of tactics, including but not limited to ventriloquism, kangshu, a traditional Hongyuan toy, fun tricks, sugar, fruits, and eventually, hehe, don't pull too hard. The child ended up piggybacking on Ryoshu, the fair he showed earlier, gone without a trace. Never would have imagined Ryoshu will be good at this. Neat. And with the exact same expression as her usual one, Ryoshu was gently caressing the child. Well, to be more exact, she was giving him a gentle pat. But I think I get it. Showing kids with tasty stuff and gifts isn't the best way to go about it. What's important is helping them understand just what kind of person I am. Yeah, the kid's really on age for his age. I will start to make some progress, but whenever he suspects I was lying something, he will immediately go back on being on guard. That's also because he's a Dongguan Yang's kid. Kids don't survive this break for long if they're not quick on the take. Whenever hierarch, may I ask you something? Well, asking's free, but I gotta tell you, it's going to depend on what you're about to ask. Whatever I can help you or not. Huh? Wrong move, rookie hierarch. Why is I Altan when you don't get the markers of succinct abbreviations? Ryucho grabbed the child's shoulders, bring him before Yeshishun, then in her usual curtness, spoke precisely 2 words to the confused child, and that seemed to do the trick. Speak, kid. It's my big sis said that when the family here works over, they can find Braytons with friends, but their parents told them to stay inside cause it's too dangerous outside. My cousin says that you are the biggest and the baddest of Hongyang Benevolent Hierarch. So I wanted to ask if you can make Dongguanyang safe. I wanna play with my friends. Gotcha, I will review your suggestion positively. She says she just totally make that happen. Sometime later after Shishun guided the child of the classroom, I found... Shiren. I found Shishun whispering something to herself. You got a lot on your plate, huh? Dealing with restructuring days is just one of them. I was going to try to improve the safety of this place anyway. Whatever he asked me to or not. Safe enough for a kid like that to run around the market all on his own. A place where he doesn't have to be afraid to go outside. Asian plus physical second. Well, omniscient artist viewpoint. Omniscient reader's viewpoint? Okay. Jingam Bolus passive improve. Jingam Bolus on crash load protection and 3 defense. Right. Although I should use Marsol more often. When I went to level her. Sinclair. Take Axe. Sinclair says gain junk plus 7. That means that's gain She plus 4. You choose sex in next class. Master. 50. You gain 1 defense levels. 1 offense. Crimson Springs confrontation skill improve. Learn Spirit of Fixed passive and gain 1 level. Let's see. Crimson Spring Fear form decapitation. Maintain yourself. Wait. Spirit of Fixers. Remove the first target treasure from this unit. When hit, gain 1 protection and 1 offense level and health 3 spin. Damn. It's becoming quite strong. Let's see, 9 to 5. You know something? Everyone communicates with their eyes and before they talk. So you better pay attention to what their eyes are saying. Join this one for me too. Great, that's really great, but I don't know, it just kinda feels like an oddly specific subject to be talking about, especially when we're sitting around a gambling table. Sinclair. Given the time limit, this just happened to be the fastest and clearest method of demonstrating and training your abilities to control your emotions. I swear I had no other ulterior motive. I was practically forced to do this. Away. Stop glaring at us like that and join us at the table. I am only briefly visiting my lady to pick up some paperwork. As there is still much work to be done, I will be leaving in no time. Come on, guy. You know this game needs 4 players. I refuse your invitation. I must say it's ridiculous of you to force my lady to partake in such a base activity. And what audacity to invite me as well. Oh, so I think you don't have a chance, huh? Whoa, I thought you will at least be better than me at this game. Fine, I get it. Don't play a game you have a snowball's chance in hell of winning. It's a go-on philosophy. Let's subscribe to it. Do you seriously think your shadow abuse attempt at goading me into playing this game will work? Uh-huh. What? Sorry? Scrub says what? Oh man. This canto. This intervallo. It's big icy. So we join the table. Alright. The lesson's pretty straightforward. You three will work together to ensure that I don't win this game. In other words, make sure that I am not number one by the end of it. Well, that seems easy enough. But be warned, I have this special power to read into your minds without hearing even a word out of your mouths. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see. Sinclair. I can see the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes are suspiciously wandering over there. You're looking to form a bang. Ansha. Oof. And she shown you. Huh. And you want this dong, tired god. No, I know to never ever discard this style. How did you know? Honestly, it would have been dogger for us to not know. You can let yourself be anxious, sure, but don't ever let it peek through. The moment someone smells your weakness, they're going to eat you right up. And wait, you. Using the grit of your glasses to hide your eyes, huh? No, this isn't gonna be easy. Your glasses mistake tonight was allowing me a seat at this table. I already know the ready hand you got there. You do. Not bad. Wouldn't use that much of an open gag, my guy. You just need that one chunk tile, don't ya? Sorry, not sorry, you're not getting that tile cause it's not there. Gang. I see, you call gang Mel, so you can claim the chunk, which was the rearmost tile, didn't you? Heh. Does that, by any chance, imply that you somehow know the location of every tile in this game? Nah, no way. I just have this section for bad vibes. Very well. Never once did I think I will ever step back into this dark world of shadows, but... Oh, very well, then I was setting this aside and... I'm impressed. They're way too intense, I can hardly get involved. Guys, isn't this supposed to be a class for us? Shh, my lady, the importance of this moment could have not be overstated. I see, swap out your ready hand, ninja. What do you think? 3 Hua tiles in a row, huh? I see you got some innate luck, too. Very well, then. I'll have to wager it out on this one, sweet. Ha! I won! Ha ha ha! That's a King's Yao Yu hand. Your downfall was waiting the moment you forced me to discard Shang. Darn! I lost that. Huh. Well played. Did you see that, my lady? Ha ha ha! Apologies for that vulgar display, my lady. I will bring some tea. Why Victorious stumbles out of the room with his shoulders slumped. And about the poker face. Replaying various games with Rodia, I didn't just learn how to hide my expressions, I learned how to make gestures stealth too. And she doesn't have with anyone. That's +1. One more. Judgment took the class. Well, if I say, did Ishmael have one with? No, will we have with Faust? Well, let me just... Alrighty then. Wasn't this gonna... Wait. She still lacks one. Prep time. And not Rotia. With precious fragments of trial facing the bench. Master. All about the poker face. I played in various games with Rotia Dinger. Master with Ishmael. Gained 60 XP, Crimson Phoenix from Blaze Screen Proof, the Tianja Sword passive. Fourth form Chi. Damn! She's applying everything, huh? There's a Spirit of Victor Tianja Sword, una edad perfecta plus Poise potency, half poise potency and gain 10 following of allies increases unit health 10 HP, free speed, half removal, negative screens. Let's see then. These three. Wait. There. Demon Restore. No, I know. Ort Box 40. Damn! Secret Brand +7. Hot box. She's one more. Missions evasion skill improve. Single rupture improve gain 1 level. Therefore might. I don't remember who you well. Wang. I heard from Big Brother you send your coins to Big Brother Chu. Every hand once in circulation goes round and round until it eventually returns to their original owners. I also heard some of the Wang family helped with removing the foreign powers from here. Why? I wanted to prevent these things from getting robbed blind. I live here, you know, this is where my wealth lies. Well then, can I ask for your public support? Oh, I applaud your audacity in thinking someone who just gave you the moon should be asked for the stars as well. Everyone and their mother knows in what hands the true political power of Hongyuan lies right now. With that in mind, let's say that I do announce my public support for you. I'm not going to have a voice to speak with by the time the powers to be that we are done with me. Look, if Big Yuan genuinely believes that I'm not fit to be the family hierarch, then I will happily remove myself from power. Which is affiliated with Q Corp. Do you seriously believe she has Hongyuan's best interest at her? With all those conspiracies she's been wavering on the surface, all those business deals and credit Q policies. I do not. But if you're going to present yourself as the alternative, then you have to be someone concrete enough to rely on. Let me just say that about half of the board of directors votes might as well be considered abstaining votes. They're keeping their silence because they're afraid of Chuan Jun's retaliation. So your remaining task is to convert those silent bows in your favor. Oh, no checking, but I thought, oh, huh. I thought you will get that lost and wondering look in your eyes. I guess I will have to work on my poker face. No, most people would have failed to pick that up. You certainly changed since the evaluation. Your growth shows a lot of promise. Maybe that's why he handed his coins over to you. Well, I guess that's not the only thing he handed over to you, I suppose. Hong Yuan's tomorrow. Anyways, I should probably do as I'm told for now. My cousin will be your opponent today. King Chan. I won't accept you as my headache just yet. Fight me and prove that you are at least better than I am. Only then I will accept you. King Chan, with your cronies, I don't think you can win. You weren't actually that strong. Wait, it became a 2. Oh, yes, it did.
조금씩 아픔.
And she's finally put in potency.
봉황이 날개처럼. 다른 누구도 아닌 나 자신을 들여다봐야 해.
Damn.
지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
Oh, she's beginning to do poses. She's evolving. I forgot how was the. What? Do you have something to say to my face? Yeah, don't give my little brother your crap. Your little brother. You know what I'm talking about? Do you have any idea of the mess you left behind when you get that kid away? That was was her little brother. You can barely even hold onto your seat, which you're about to lose on anyway. You have the gall to give him false hope. I know it's just all politics to you, but kids really believe you, you know. I came from the kid that you seem relied upon hearing what I said. Tell me you were happy for once to hear that he had a fun time after being barren from playing with his friend with how things are in Hongyuan. Shut up! Besides, it's not all just hot air. What? I wasn't making an empty promise when I said I would change Hongyuan to a place where everyone can live without fear. For that, I'm going to protect my seat of power no matter what it takes. You will fail. Not with you on my side. We'll know what Big Sister Yuan Chun's Hongyuan looks like. It will be exactly the same in essence and will be the same for the foreseeable future. Tell me, are you sure you're okay with handing over the same burden we carried all our lives to your little siblings? No, of course not. When King Chang left in a hurry. But that look in her eyes told me that there was conflict brewing in her. Hit grief. Feelings are more. Oh, I have her master. Haven't I proved? I don't know. I want to do too. Right, lads, listen up. This ain't going to be like them one old class you've been sitting through. You got to leave the desk behind once in a while to learn some real life lessons, yeah. Right, so here's the deal. You want to break the morale before the brawl even begins. Brawl. Guaranteed by art, and you will be kicking those twats' arses left, right, and center. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. So Heathcliff, I got to ask this question. Something about your club seems different today. Looks a lot more colorful too. Bollock's glad catches on quick. That way Block says something about how swinging around a real group might come off as too threatening and confiscated. That high-tech weapon cries boop when it hits people. I see. Oh, don't you decimate me just cause I'm holding a different bludgeon. Let's get on with it. Straighten your shoulders, eyes wide open, let's get cracking. With that, Heathcliff triumphantly raises his newfound weapon towards the sky. It may smell boop noise. A lot of a little tired of mad dogging on decisive reaction faces about morale. Actually pretty similar. Wait. Did morale is consciousness in class? Wait, no. You're pretty similar as to gain sheep plus 4. Master. Prepare. Insurance bring reform occupations proof. And widening knowledge passive. Let's see. Flow. Targets are whisper plus 5. Princess Rotor Crown. Voice. And bleed. Yeah. With any knowledge. For attack, the target enemy gains +1 blood resist. Go for. Alright, 47 +2. I need. I didn't know if you should. Oh, good time to use Rodion. She has. Take me to do. Yes, she has. The one of restore. Huge success in next class. What? Remembering tales from the drunken pound. I want to level up this too. This class notarán un characteristic pause si lo continued. Will be taught by a guest lecturer who has been invited for your tutelage. A guest lecturer, but I wasn't informed of this. Where are they? I don't know, maybe they're lost. Little Beard told me that the Venerable Harald will give me a bottle of top-notch cloudy wine straight from Don Juan Brewer. Phew, there are any truth total, folks. That guy. Just stopping by to see if I can reach some liquor at this party. Hong Yuan's an awfully miserly place, but you spare a shot of liquor of this poor old drifter, won't you? Well, you're clearly not just any poor old drifter. Are you guys acquainted? He ambushed us in a room after the first round of the family Harak war was over. He what? The family Harak war's been over for a while. And everyone in Hong knows who the winner is, how they're a mongrel like you only knows how too much of their families had fought in here. Looks like I'm going to have to give my clan a stern talking to. How could I let slip a drunk assassin like? I see that or your food Harak's plenty suspicious. I have been, I guess, in many places, but please, I'm not mucher. Put your worries to rest. I am only a drunkard when joins a cool swig of liquor, with scenic landscape as my bar, the sky is my ceiling, and the dirt as my bed. The man who had introduced himself as the night drifter of the drunken palm leaped down, landing with the dexterity that betrayed the rags he wore as clothing, and terrible stench of liquor emanating from him. He seriously, what news, Miss Chichun? Apparently, Chuan Jun's bestowing upon you a new master. Huh? Sister Chuan Jun? She also wanted us to deliver the message that she was sending a master because, and I quote, I feel a deep sense of trepidation and pity for my dearest little sister, the neophyte Herek who must be struggling left and right without a proper master. Whoa. I am beside myself with gratitude. So that's the supposed teacher, this mysterious guy with a mysterious alliance who might stab us in the back at any time. As you say, the family Herek work is over, and never mongrels of Hongyuan know who has the legitimacy here. The incident during the contest was nothing more than business. I have to take care of in return for what compensation they gave me. I hope you don't carry that grudge in your heart. I'm sure you didn't harm your drivers in the family hierarchy out of personal vendetta, did you? Sometimes business is just business. I can young master by you for the promise to pay off my bar tab, and I am here to give the hierarchy a lesson for the promise to pay off my future tabs. There's nothing to be gained by taking your anger out on a gig worker living hand to mouth like myself, don't you think? I will advise that the optics and the consequence of rejecting a master sent to us by Xuan Jun herself is not going to look too good. I know it's only going to make me look worse, and I were to not give my sister Yuan Jun more ammunition to take me down. You there, we will have eyes tracking you every move, so don't do anything that might rouse unnecessary suspicion. Oof, ain't that a threat? I can hardly test the wine before such hostility. Despite Saul's dead serious warning, the night drifter responds only a hearty chuckle. Before I begin the lesson, I would like to gain an idea of where my to-be pupils are. Now give me a demonstration if you will swing away. Ah, that's enough. But I didn't. I was just getting started. Your form is frau and your breathing is hollow. Need I see more? Flow forms oft invade flow hearts. In other words, your martial art prowess is amateurish. What the heck is this guy serious? I have never had a single master who had anything bad to say about my form. Your arms are straight and the legs supporting your chest are solid and sturdy indeed. Most masters would not bother themselves to find fault there. But let me pose these questions. Are you, my venerable pupil, satisfied with martial arts that are meant to dispatch unskilled peasants and no more? Huh? There is more to this than raw strength. No, take a swing at me instead. Alright, you ask for it. Yechishun takes a powerful swing at the night drifter. Your mind outpaces your body, you intend, more transparent than a glass glove. And your edge is dull, for it has very little hair for feints. But the head deftly weaves his way between his strikes, which fire to even touch the tip of his strike clock. Ah, you are far too eager to strike, focused singularly on your opponent, with force distributed unevenly across your body. So you will fire to cut and gain a little hold as comeuppance. Then the night drifted fox Yeshizun's back with a twig. Everyone vying for the seat of family Herrick has to go through it eventually. The first kill. Some say the early the better. Mine was when I was 13, not too early, not too late, just right. It's already been a few years since my foolish brothers looked himself in his chamber. Last I heard, he was bedridden for a week after ingesting some poison someone had sent to prank him. You're not going to live like that, dumbass. Try to relax your body, won't you? You have a weapon, yes. But one must singularly focus on the opponent. You try to reflect upon yourself and relax. Let unnecessary strength go, let it flow out of your body. Tensing up as you do will naturally shrink your mind and narrow your vision. Hey, wait, should I send Big Bro a silver spoon or something? It wasn't a bad design, but what if they give him a way worse potion next time? You know your monster won't you won't accept your gift, my lady. But has been seeking the culprit now. So stupid. Zero interest in anything practical, zero ambition. What a silly, pathetic attitude to have, just how. But my lady, it wasn't practicality that guided you when you chose to save my life over maintaining your control over the Wu branch. Some seek the state of Anatta, the non-self, but what they seek is the path of Asura, reserved for the likes of Blade Fiends. You must learn to let go of everything and self for the self. What kind of life it is to live without stepping over others. Let it all go, the gases, the pressures, all of it. Instead, face yourself and only yourself, and feel how like it all becomes. Answer some questions for visibly relax. Once you have found and relax, her pursued lips seem to have found peace as well. She's got it. Well then, what should we do about you, my overconfident proud pupil? Will you maintain your grave and cocky silence? I wasn't being cookie. If my memories haven't failed me yet, you were one of your monster Bayou's underlings, correct? Underling? Yeah, however you want to call it, I guess. Sinclair replied with a resigned saying, why do you think it was you? Especially you among his 12 underlings were chosen to take this class alongside this young hierarch. Sinclair momentarily flashed a frustrated expression, taken off guard by the stranger's sudden pointed question. Mujeson regained his composure and replied, who else beside me will ever go along with these lesson plans? Don Quixote is going to teach the classes out of boredom. Same goes for Rodia, and Otis will try to take over the classes, not to mention what I would be like to have Kikri here and such loquacious list of excuses. I struck an elf, did I? How come you know so little about yourself, and less than we have already learned about you? What are you talking about? A beard that has failed to break its shell in time will rot within its confines. I still don't understand what you're talking about. Even as he said so, Sinclair's expression seemed more like anxiety than confusion to me. Prepare yourself to flit away before the rain. You won't get another chance should you miss the opportunity. And the night drifter Gil flippantly, then suddenly in serious attitude nowhere to be seen. It's been a while since I let myself babble on for this long. I suppose I can credit my foolish pupils for that. Prepare to swing away. I'm into the empty everything except from the cell. I'm still getting there. When I think I got the idea. And master. I don't know if this will be to master. She does. Class intelligence level 2 master. Good. Jijun Mina max speed +1. Crimson Phoenix for form key improve. Jingan Bolus passive improve. Jijun Tejera con Hang Yuan passive improve. Gain 1 office level. Learn how to prepare for war passive. Learn Poet torture technique passive 1 level. Means of learn Cris of Cliff skill. Cris of Cliff. Well, let's see. Might. Fifth. Wings. Crimson Cliff. I suppose it's like an extra with passives. Fifth Wings. Victor, Crown, the phenomenon, Fifth Burn. On crit kill, fail against enemy, inflictor on crit kill against enemy again. On crit kill, fail. So she does this after getting a crit. It wasn't changed, right? The Harak of Hong Yuan, everyone's offense level up and defense level allies. The noise, spirit fixes the changing one. How to prepare for war, counter style, health 10 SP gain. 2 offense level up and 2 defense level up. Oh, torture technique on hit if target has bind or bleed, gain 1 crash power up next turn. Oh, my. It only applies with this one, but it is very good. And this one. Nice. Good job, Otis. Llegamos. Upgrade and upgrade. Let's see, this one, and missing artist very weapon. Yeah, sure. Not beat Cliff. Fafo. Primero solo creces el rate menos 10. Well. Fafo Sinclair, from class. And Sinclair. Why only Sinclair? I need Chichu, not Sinclair. Unless he has a bonus too. Not the master. Interesting hard passive. The rationing hard. When allies increases this unit health 5 SP como start if the main target SP is equal to or higher than this unit gain 1 protection. She's gaining a lot of protection, that's true. Let's see. Surveying Hong Yuan. Manage the difference. Master. Means morale. Containment judgment. Class over. Master. Learn how to survive. Passive. How to drawing this encounter when this unit takes damage that brings their HP down to 0. Nullify that damage and this unit's HP cannot drop below 1 for the turn once per counter. Bauchai. Well, not Bauchai, but his brother. Man. Damn, and I am glad I got my head screwed back on. It's precious sad to watch everyone now freaking out about this child's play. All the amazing news I've been hearing since I opened my eyes in the recovery room sound very enticing. I really wish I was there to watch it all. Half the family heads getting arrested for treason. The seed of the family had going to some inexperienced kid from the Gia family. Not to mention how my lovely little sister had her engagement called off. Ooh, and how she's now been branded as a traitor to her own blood. Because she, well, no. Nice, broski. That you have opportunity. Alternate timing in the war seems to have happened during my little nap, don't you think? You didn't even show your face at the regular assembly, so I doubt you have any concern for the future of Hongyan. So just what are you doing here? I just thought I would have some fun.
중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는
Oh damn! But she gains it for the scene. No, it's next turn. What? Is it wrong?
좋아, 구조를 파악했어. 봉황이 날개처럼. 그 해결사의 역경에 비하면
Yeah, it is wrong. Well. It's not like I changed a lot.
전부 돕는다고.
Crimson Cliff. She did great.
지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
Oh, it's why the change of voice. And that's that. Why stop now? Decapitate me like my last death, or stab me in the heart, cut my limbs to ribbons. Listen, this duel is just a spar, okay? We don't have to kill each other for this to end. No, this is frustrating. You have the opportunity of a lifetime right before your eyes, and you're too weak to use it. You have everyone who fights you on every step of your way coming to you, practically presenting their heads on a silver plate. And you're just gonna let them slink away with these scratches. Get your act together. Family hierarchy works over. I'm not going to kill someone just because they're being a bit uncooperative. Real. Do you have any idea how long it will take you for you to gain a more self-power by playing this fool's game? I wanna hear a little tip on how you can firmly establish your position as the family hierarch. Kill me in the most horrible, painful, hideous way you can imagine. And hang my corpse by the entrance of that assembly hall over there. Use me to send a clear message. And station every single one of your hedge packs between every pillar at the assembly hall. And if anyone dares to speak out against you, snip, chop off their head before they can get another word out. 5 days. It will only take 5 days before everyone starts eating out of your hand. That's how you establish yourself as the hierarch. Fear is power. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here to make Hongyuan a place where its people can live without fear. I thought you of all people might understand. I remember how you used to hate hurting people, more so than anyone else. Man, what a boring answer. That was duller than ever my dullest expectations. It will only take a few years until you break, until you become just like them. You're like the family hierarchs of the past who couldn't help but ruthlessly without any seeds of resistance. Just how many people here do you think still have any grip on their sanity? Maybe I'm only a few years away from becoming an idiot shuffling aimlessly around the one young. I can only hope that I won't be a Slovenian mess by the time that happens. If something is thing gonna happen, I can only hope that it happens while I'm still sane. Japan sent it away, but Chichon found it difficult to move on. It's like work, my lady. You have pressed the fourth exam with flying colors. You have certainly crushed them for underestimating you. My lady. Chichon seems deeply engrossed in tough. She's easily shaken by words, huh? Probably it recovers all the morale, but in case. My lady seems to be in a particular mood today. It's as useless, isn't it? Chichun, when these classes end and you guys all leave, I guess I'll be spending my days worried to that then an assassin could pop up out of nowhere and kill me at any moment. Consumed by so much paranoia and worried that I will start twitching at shadows cast from lamp lights. So will it mean anything for me to, prove to them that I deserve to be the family Harak? I have spent my whole life trying to prove to everyone that I have the will and determination to become the family Harak. I know I have to prove to everyone that I deserve to keep it. That those bastards will only talk in their empty heads is how they can expand their rooms. Mr. Hay, have you heard of playing hockey before? Playing hockey is an euphemism for eliminating your enemies. Well, I have rarely done it back when I was in school, but when there is too much going on in your head, you just skip school and go out to play. Oh, I have only done it once myself after finally talking me into it. I agree, it seems that the time for Maria to clear her head has come. Very well, let us play just one hockey. What are you guys doing? Come on, let's get moving. I gotta prove myself, don't I? I gotta have those bastards' approval, don't I? She's in a really bad mood today, huh? Maria, have you visited the backyard by the snow red hermitage so late? No, but I know what happened there. They threw in a few dead bodies from the massacre a decade ago. Turned the pot full and said to put it the whole thing. That idea, the stench was so overwhelmingly toxic that corpses of animals and plants could be seen floating on its surface, cemetery turning upon into a festering black bog. People passing by had to plug their noses off risk of passing out. So why even break up something awful like that? It seems that a tree had taken root there, my lady, amidst all that rot. A willow. The willow tree reached deep into the bone with its root, cleaning it of the full grease, cleansing the water. And one day we found it clear and glittering, dripping with other aquatic plants growing within. It's recovering from the rot, becoming a normal clear pond surrounded by leaves and moss. 2 months ago, they introduced a few carps in there, and when they checked it again, they were just as vivacious as they were on their first day there. Would you like to pay the pond a visit, if it's alright with you? Chichon didn't seem to be too quiet boy his explanation, would you follow it anyway? What? Well, I guess she's quite young after all. It is quite a pond indeed. Quite small. You weren't kidding about this place for so long. I never thought it would be this clean again. I can hardly believe that this pond used to be rotten bog. All that happened was that this tree happened to take root here. What matters, my lady, is patience and determination. Of course, this place had slept in my mind then, and I was quite swamped with work, but the world has a stronger capacity to heal itself than one might imagine. Recovery will follow as long as there is a steady route to rally around. After a long break, the cement to freshen even our hearts. Nice, you're making good progress. You found that in your eyes, I think you have certainly improved in all aspects. I dare say you have some change of heart too. Yeah, I do feel a tad more comfortable than I did before. Containment, judgment. Master. How about that poker face? Master. Each Crimson Strike deform Mike Screw proof gain 60 max XP. Pathetic response passive God of Gamblers passive. Crimson Strike for form binding. Target. Gain 3 haste one next turn. To rupture after count, to rupture after count. Victory bind next turn. Pathetic response. When authorized, are hit, gain 1 offense level up, and gain 2 haste next turn, once per turn. Other gamblers on Crash win without losing any coins, regardless of whatever they hit or not, if every coin flipped by the skill. On Crash win without losing any coins, regardless of whatever they hit or not, if every coin flipped by the skill down to the final coin flipped heads, the final coin deals plus 60 damage. Damn! That's useless for me! I don't flip heads. What was this? Creo que sí me va a dar. Well. Fafo, what was Fafo? No, I don't want this one. Well, yeah. Oh, no, I removed them. No, I think Jisan will have to do. Right, class, here is a new task to help you lot learn how to break your enemy's morale. The moment you shrink in front of your enemies, you have already lost. So don't. It doesn't matter how many there are or how threatening they look, yeah. Take me for example. Have I ever turned tail and fled like some mix-up no matter what enemy we were put against? I don't think you ever have. Leave it to the nerds to waste time coming up with strategies And what have you? Listen, there ain't a problem in the world you can solve by boldly rushing in head first. Ismael and Otis would have boldly rushed in hers to shake him by his library take me here. Here's what I think. Neither of you got a look. That's why neither of you could say shit against those buggers back at the assembly hall, am I right? She should maintain her silence. The old scar on her pride growing sore again. So let me help you grow some more backbone. Try getting mad at me. No need to shrink, lad. Stand proud. Well, kid, but how could I? Don't worry about offending me, yeah, I can take it. Unlike you two, I have built enough thick skin for all kinds of insults, thanks to my years in the backstreets. I'm bloody invincible. Yeah, well, shut up, Heathcliff. Good. You're hardly even a teacher, man. This class sucks all you are doing up there is standing around and trying to look cool. Oh, that one's got a single little. That's it, you little shit. It's what I would have said back in the day. And I probably was struck. You with this hammer I'm into my club. But I have changed too. And so did you. I can see that the fire in your eyes has grown. Remember this feeling? Yeah, I will. Now let's practice. And looks like both of you have two perfect sparring partners in each other. Grab your weapons, several of you. Huh? You mean us? Me and Chichun? I grew my backbone by getting into fisticuffs with the boys during my Backstreet days. They break my arm, I break their legs in return. So what I mean? Is that what besties is supposed to mean? Chichun asked with considerable confusion. Well, let's do this, I guess. You don't want me to go easy on you, do you? I don't. Oh!
최고의 방책은 전쟁이 일어나지 않게 하는 것.
Trashing to hatch 4. Hilton is game 1 minute against the permanent compression zone. You have passives. Determination when recovering from second and not a freeze of education. Again, trashing enhancement. So much chi, young and rank from class. Damn! Well, in my head, to inner self. Turn star, this unit is staggered recover from standard and gain sign once per encounter. Almost 6 to be one more first destroy a war. Next turn. I'm breaking up once with him. Damn, Daniel! Seems like you have your work cut out for you this time, she should.
좋아, 꾸준히 파겠어. 중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는 거.
You will use this one.
그 해결사의 역경에 비하면
Crimson Cliff.
보인다고.
Jackpot!
꽃처럼 화려한 바람처럼 가볍지.
Wait, when did they do grade to 5th? I don't remember it doing.
지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
I mean, it's on spring of 5th form, blossom. Target really is one compound for the completed max one. 9 to 15. Gone. Defense. Growth. Assign.
더 이상 난 두렵지 않아.
I'm not afraid anymore.
꽃처럼 화려한 바람처럼 가볍지. 벌처럼 날카롭게.
Seems growth wasn't enough, Sinclair. Alright, that's good enough. Bloody hell, that was much more process than I thought. Good match. Jeez, then most people really lost the stem for if I get what the heck was that? At the end, the two of them clashed with everything they learned, and without they learned up until the lessons began. I thought for sure that Chichun would come on top without breaking a sweat, given that Sinclair wasn't using an identity, and the dog trained Chichun had as a familiar candidate. Perhaps thanks to the Night Drifter teachings, or thanks to the mark on his forehead, as a glimpse of Sinclair so when only seen a select few more words. You're right, Sinclair. Yeah, it's not like we were going with rare weapons and defending them before it got any further, thankfully, so I'm not hurt on anything. I'm feeling a bit of fever on my forehead, though. And it seemed like Sinclair noticed the single yet clear red line that appeared on his forehead. It's not like anything bad happened when that mark manifested back in La Mancha, but considering that Demian and Rim were the only other people who have ever shown that mark, it could help, and it couldn't help but worry a little. Switch a wet cat. If I remember Rodion, it's actually a male in that one too. And hi. Hey, you ever run away from home before? And where is this coming from? Like, so pathetic, it's glorious. So it is quite similar then, considering she hasn't become better, I guess. She's still pretty bad. Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody, but there is something behind your eyes that tell me that your life hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows. I won't call it running away from home, it's more like I left home because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? Like I was melting away into nothing. I suddenly had to face the whole terrible wall, all on my own. And that was so overwhelming that, well, I'm sure you can quite commiserate. You have been on top of your game your whole life after all. I believe I don't want young by my own volition, but if I am being honest, and here's something I never told Wei, I felt terribly lost. There was so much that I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were that ready for the war. Were that ready for the war when we left home. I felt just as lost back home, though. And there's Heathcliff too, he also left home some time ago. We paid a visit to the manor he grew up with. He knew home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back has been goosing up and primping his air. Something just came up. Class dismissed. Family matters. And master. I think again, so mencionado the Night Drifter's teachings. Okay. Rain plus 4. Boy. Choose adapt evasion skill improve. Flow improve and my bestie an arrival passive. 1 level. Wait. Strike 4. What? Wings blossom. My bestie an arrival. Turn star if Sinner Sinclair is participating in this battle. This unit Anna Sinclair both gain 2 offense level up and 2 defense level up. Does not count if he is a backup unit. Personal rating safe room. Wait, no. Which one did I get? It was Ishmael, no? Yes. Full morale, well, a lot more. Some more. Shall never surrender. On offense levels, that one is by junk. Oh no, maybe Fierce out this. I was going to throw to swing my weapon and think I should throw something invincible. Boy, 24. So are you going to teach us any techniques? Aha, it's only been a few days since your training began yet. My other martial arts master will teach me their secret techniques. So that's what you got. So that's what got you to Pouting a lesson. Hooey! No, that's some good wine. Very well. I'm in the mood. Let me teach you a useful trick. Really? Tell me, what did I teach you? So as you swung your sticks. Forget all those things that put pressure on me and face nothing but myself and my movements. And that's only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. The light friction from the tips of your toes, the ruffle of your clothes, your breaths, erase them all, erase every ripple. And echo you live upon this world. The night drifter stands before us, but his presence becomes as hazy as mist. Despite the wild movements, we hear nothing. Second, emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your foes with clues to predict your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands, forget your structured forms. Break them all, become the flow. Let only your will remain. Randomness seeps into his movements until all semblance of pattern becomes lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable movements, but they were also so hypnotic and floaty that Chichun and Sinclair couldn't look away. Last, emptiness of mind. Try not to force the direction of your heart, empty your desires and intentions. Both, stab without thinking, penetrate without gazing. Both Chichun and Sinclair's necks were marked by small imprints of the twig and press their skin. And Siru, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my neck hurts too. Guess I was spared from the lesson. I wonder if this feels that same using others from time to time to lose one's nose with eyes open. Immerse yourselves, make sure your descent is slow and gradual. We have been focusing entirely on the self with your swings thus far, so you're so finding quite easy to reach the state of emptiness of mind. Didn't I you say one must take it slowly and gradually? To empty your mind already. I have taught you my everything had you entered under my tutelage long ago. Am I doing this right? No, wait, I need to relax more. So, our knight Harak has found herself the clue to the emptiness of form. What technique is this? Tusk. It's all just movements at the end of the day. I find it entirely unnecessary to give them those flashy names. A truly secret technique should come without one. Yeah. Well, it's still supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Wouldn't it be more official to give it a name? Well, in that case, that sounds good wine indeed. I guess I will go with something like Restored Sleep and Restoring Ripples. That name sucks. The class comes to an end with an ultima move that was probably named in haste. Zero, who have been observing the class from a distance, approaches the Night Drifter. Been a while since I saw someone give a lesson like this, starting from its very fundamentals. Hardly can one find a puppy willing to slowly learn from the very fundamentals in a world of infinite technological advancements, like the Veil. I am only fortunate enough to have found two pupils who are in that willing. Your gait, your tone. Were you among the 10 blades of the East? No, it seems entirely unnecessary for you to dig, as I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your futile questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The past is like smoke. I have long emptied any history worth delving into. To spill the beans shall never surrender. Choose Crimson Strike for 4th improve. Jinkan bonus passive improve. Technical form improve. Let's see, 5th form March. 5 times a negative increase power for 2. With power gain 3 haste, 3 poison, 2 poison count. Rupture room circle. Reduce these coins 2 times max. The hierarchy. Apply to the offense level up and to defense level to allies includes the unique. And Jinkan bonus on Clash Loose gain 2 protection 1 for level defense level up. Thinking to be the best master sucks. Funnily enough. Shall never spend the young. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but honestly, I am not entirely sure what to do here. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the phantoms of other people's hearts. Yeah, it's not like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? And that is precisely why I have inserted this box called Message from the Hearts by the door here, when the lesson first began. Messages from the Hearts. The greatest strength home of Message from the Hearts is its anonymity. Here people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without the fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings behind the mask of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems that everyone may be making quite a liberal use of this. Let's see, the one at the bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, I got to ask, do those consultations even do anything? Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? So what's the point of this message anyway? I got, if you got the winch at their face. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so I got, well, my neighbor next door kept making weird noises at night, so do something about that, yeah. Something about a smoking head over and over again. The point is, it's been getting on my nerves. If that doesn't get taken care of in a week, I will deal with it on my own way. Deal with it how? It's all just personal grievances. Now let's see what the next one says. Who dares Harrod executive manager with such useless weak-minded complaints? If you're going to continue wasting the executive manager's precious time and cause them trouble, we will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You must prepare yourself for consequences. Whoa, it's like she's right here speaking right into my ear. Never thought written words could cause hearing damage. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone's probably been spying on these papers, huh? I got proof too. I folded this piece of paper up into a padlock not shaped, but whoever's spying on it did a pretty bad job of replicating it. Oh, and another thing, my compass disappeared. It's the compass I got for surviving the hellish depths of the Belmorte trenches. We're going to have to re-establish some house rules soon. A theft report. Did one of you steal her compass or something? Ran away. We will never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get. Something troubles me. Oh, finally someone submitted a real concern here. Was it the type where that caused the explosion, or was it caused by represented clamp part from the shattering gear? The likely answer has been found. Do not concern yourselves with this message. Well, that's that, I guess. Look, I felt like I should really share this with everyone. This one might be something serious for once. I can just let this slip away like nothing happened, you know? Yeah, I am talking about the incident that happened about Mephi some time ago. Remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping? No. No one ended up figuring out what happened there, right? You're going to have to bring me up to speed on this. Yeah, I don't know exactly when this was, but there was a loud chatting noise outside at night, so I ran out to see what happened. But no one managed to find any credible clue, so I guess we just let it slide. Anyhow, Dante said they were okay, so we just moved on from it, but I'm telling you, I saw what I saw Greg's book arm. So here's my guess, what if he happened to lose his balance while carrying that alarm clock with one hand? You know what I mean? I'm trusting the anonymity thing on this. Gregor, he wouldn't. The alarm clock, broken due to shock at the time of the incident, was pointing precisely at 22:32. And at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for the night watch duty. Guys, this is turning into like a whole investigation. These viewers on stream, bro? Damn. The whole investigation around 22. One of 2 individuals who were on the night watch duty was Miss Faust was one of them. Oh, hey, Dante. Didn't you have a brief conversation with Faust that morning? I think back on it. I did have a talk with Faust that day, briefly. Faust made a few criticisms of my comments, and she was right, but I pretended to not hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with. Don't tell me Faust actually held a grudge against me for that. So fellas, I don't think anyone's noticed this, but I noticed a dusting of cigarettes near the shattered alarm clock. As you know, manager, but there is only two among us who smoke. But one of them stayed put in his own room, know what I mean? There is a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she will come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened that night. Ugh, I shall prove on that I am no cowardly weaver of lies. In truth, among numerous cosplays I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Cap and Scores and the one-eyed navigator. To explain the rough life of Cap and Corpse, this story began buried in year 752, 57. That are very wrongly. Alas, the possibility of procuring a scorpion arm proved more obvious than one could have expected. Tuesday, I welcome Miss Young Gregor to join forces with me to cosplay together and capture our glorious forms in photographs. Though it was a pity he had no pipe, only a cigarette between his teeth. And young Ishmael Compass was to be a captain trinkets, and for that purpose I had briefly borrowed him from her room. Oh, woe is me, for I regrettably spilled an entire can of tuna. Not a prop, and that compass was swallowed by its greasy juices. Oh. Despite my best effort to restore it, the tuna aroma lingered still. I begged the forgiveness by manager Square. So, well, at least we know which dog is my compass. Frustrating. DC. Oh, yeah, I can't read that one. This is like a code. Sinclair translation, please. Yeah, trying to parse them from within text is usually way harder. I normally try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so unfortunately the plot thickens. Guys, are we actually going to try to find the culprit? Nausea bubbled inside me like I had just been reminded of a persistent itch I managed to forget. It's like someone shoved a turning fork in my head, guys. Alright, that's it, Crowhead. Read up. I'm going to confront the Sod and tell him to tell it like it is if there's something bugging him instead of winging in his sleep. No, where is he? A nice hit. I mean, looks like he's an anonymous person trying to get to the bottom of this. Dante, fare you well. It is I, Tustina first in the order. Apologies are in order. Since the incident, I could hardly lull myself to a restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who pummeled your head with a clock. To explain this, one must first explore the sentence codes of at this part of the paper has been torn off. Worry not about what exists no longer. I will not embark on a multiloquent screaming of excuses. I go right before you in shame. I express my willingness to accept any punishment you see fit to do all. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the culprit was that sinner. Gotting fess up, but doesn't something feel off about the whole thing? What if he's just trying to take the hit? But it seems to me that the number one sinner doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best we not dig into unnecessarily. Oh, hello, Dante. I was taking a walk near here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning it here. Hope it finds its way to the original writer. Thus returns the number one sinner's paper. This has to be the key to resolving this case. I hurriedly unfolded the paper. The truth of what transpired. You ever find yourself wondering if that crackling fire, like thing on top of the manager's head, is hot like real fire or if it will not give any heat? Curious, right? Don't worry about it, Jisang. It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, improbable phenomena cannot be confirmed without direct means of observation. After sleep must have been pretty tired. Indeed, the taking noise has shrunk in volume. It seems that we have just shared a thought. What if we were to just quickly check where would the managers sleep? Perhaps the sound of playing. What's playing? Thinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. Jisang, the alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute at most. Ah, ah. I shall interface with the timepiece. Look at you, rats, playing a played-out prank. Ah! And that is indeed the full tale of what has transpired. No evidence of hindsight, illumination, it will almost appear that I am making a secret accusation to a fellow of mine. It will be easier of my heart to simply assume the entire weight of culpability myself. And that's where it ends. The culprit was right under our noses the entire time. Sorry, Dante. I should have been upfront about it, but Otis was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't bring myself to it. You know. Can't deny that. Tell you the truth in time. To tell you another truth. I think I might have an idea as to why I haven't made a student alongside Miss Chichun. There must have been something that the company was expecting from me, but it's just not showing up, so here's why we're making me take these classes to compensate for it. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them, while I'm still here feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time just to come, but I don't know, I just get the feeling that the ship might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training on his combat prowess. It's about something that more than how the seniors had faced and were facing at this point, about his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think Arnie was the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their life is going to be. That's why we're on the bus, isn't it? You know, you can just shout at me and get my act together like Heathcliff does. Oh, I will if I had to. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticky noise. Sorry about that. One Dante said was, don't bother, I just need a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that TikTok was my heart. Just the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So what do you guys think Risha was trying to say? The culprits. Goose with nightly nightmares and mind translator. I see. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbed in the awkward silence. You have to make vengeance, Dante. What was Hotbox? Oh my. I think I don't need actually autistic. Yeah, I think this is right. Hotbox. Sinclair, I forgot it was Sinclair. $900. Finally, the 30 days of lessons were completed, and the day of the final exam was upon us. Everyone came out to beat good luck to Shishun on her way to the final exam. My lady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam just as excellently as you have others. It is most likely you will face enough against a skilled foe from the Chai family. Of course, you will doubtless wipe the floor with them. I have taught you all that I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. You got this, Chichun. Guys, you really have to come out here to see me off. Still I have undying faith that you will emerge victorious, my lady. However, Sigong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry, so please don't worry yourself too much. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon our return to the classroom, we were greeted by unexpected guests. It must be very nice to be Shishun, to have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. It had been a while since we last saw Bao Chai, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, big sis Bao Chai? I couldn't stop myself from paying you a visit out of pity. If only Shishun about you both smiled on like nothing happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. Big sis, please stop talking to me like that. I know you could even say such a thing, but it has always been this way. If a fruit has full ripen, we have to seize it and taste its juices before anyone else. We can just let go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't, my parents couldn't. With you was born and raised on the very same soil we were. How do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. But stave every sigh I hold in my eyes as the days go what fills me with abundance. Abundance. I'm trying to set everything at ease without asking for more or less. With how can one do nothing but watch when we are surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, big sis? Want to be closer, that my hands might reach you? Have you already forgotten who had sent you that guest lecturer? Chichun's palanquin isn't headed to the exam site, is it? No, it is not. It's headed to Big Sichuan Jun's exam site. Blasted scoundrels, I must hasten after the palanquin before I lose track of them. Puedes pretend outside before Bauchai finish. A trap, huh? But as soon as we also get going, calm yourselves for a moment. Seconds really came between us, clearly having taken a gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the palanquin has departed. It is better to move with some concrete evidence, not urgency, though we seems to have chosen the letter. I think I heard a faint sound of hooves coming from the direction Singong was glancing in. So this is what you have chosen. Yes, the exam is taken too far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart as you have decided to follow yours. Ochai smiled sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? I smell nothing. Ochai left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Class complete. There. Finals. But River Jazz Chuchun plays down to the very last day. Too much time has passed already. I have given her clan, including way instructions to keep their eyes on the palanquin as I observe much strangers from the palanquin bearers. Yet there are many places to which one might covertly kidnap the family Harak. Still, we have to. Your heart is still in a rush. I do not mean to imply that we will abandon her to fate. Look, I have selected a few places on the map with the highest probability of being their destination. As the time is not on our side, the Hedgehogs on your team will have to mobilize separately to explore the possible options. Amongst them, I am to send you toward this place. Indeed, the glorified internment camp of Hongyuan, now shut down. Peace and calm, Pingang Residential Support Zone. It is a policy Yachunchun and the former Yamu pursued. The policy was indefinitely tabled and the zone was closed off, as many boys reluctant to pass it. But I find it hard to believe that Chuanchun will admit defeat so easily. It is a secluded place, perfect to secretly bring harm to the family hierarch, not to mention the symbolic value it carries. I hope she's okay. have some faith in your pupil. You have taught her to the best of your abilities, have you not? I trust that she will be able to fend for herself until our arrival. Yeah, we trained really hard for the entire month. The only reason Chuan Chun will employ such under-the-table tactics is because she knows that a fair match will not be in her favor. So let us yank her hand out from under the table and make her regret it. Oh, Bojoy, I hope you die. I hope you really do. Rescue operation. Teams 1. Third of Hongguan.
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다. 걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다. 시험해볼 기회구려. 열려는 시험해볼. 명령하실 때까지.
잠깐만. 빠져먹고.
일이라면 간다.
이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐? 총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
Let's pull it all down. We hurried ourselves along the winding passage of Hongyuan. At first I thought we might have been able to move faster had the Mephistopheles been here with us, but walking through the winding regular paths reminded me where palanquins were a thing in Hongyuan. Already. Upon our arrival at the location, Zigong pointed out to us something emerged from the dark. A figure, no, 2, 4, a small platoon of shadows. The myth were surrounded. The shadows slithered into physical form, lapping their purple serpentine arms at us. The branch of the Heichu packs, they don't belong to the family hierarchy. Oi, what now? What do you mean, what now? We can't sit here and waste any precious time. Come on, let's fight our way out of this ambush. Ain't that usually my thing to suggest? Fighting's all about morale. Looks like the classes did have some effect. Sinclair's right, we don't have any time to waste. They're easy anyways. No problem at all.
조여 먹구를 달궈볼까?
Let's see. Oh, Sinclair has.
각자의 위치가 있으니 끝내 정수하리.
Then Honglu lost? Wait, not Honglu. More so. Well then, if you aren't going to make me use it, so be it.
두드러지게. 총알값 아까울 놈은
한 번에
Well
끝낸다.
then,
이 결정. 본인의 승리. 본인의 승리.
떨어지 같은 놈들. 전력으로 상대하라. 전탄격발.
oh, they're not dying now.
괜찮아.
Why?
이젠 안 아플 거야.
That's a very striker.
전력으로 쓰면 되구나. 전탄격발.
마무리.
Overheat. Four. Damn.
한 번에 끝난다.
이것밖에 못하는.
본인의 승리일세.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
단계만은 모르겠지. 다음 시계.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은 많지 않지만 이번엔 그 귀중한 경우의 수에 들어맞았군. 잘 놀다 간다. 그
55.
사자의 탄피는
Excavation 2. It's 3 only. I shall remember that one
동부싱크 3과 돈키호테.
day. No.
완벽한 한 발을 위해 끝내 전소하리. 이번 장전
Boy. They do have quite high
가격감
values. Radius.
격발
And you hit
괜찮아.
twice.
상처는 찢었으니까.
Sure.
가격감
Oh yeah, he gave mammals.
마무리.
전탄격발. 이것밖에 못하나.
보급해드리겠습니다.
Yes.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
본인의 승리일세.
하려 추진.
괜히 저항하지 말고 받아들여. 그게 덜 아플걸?
버러지 같은 놈들.
당신이라 고통 없어.
Yes. He did indeed gain ammunition. 7. I can begin to use
조여먹구를 달궈볼
tiger marks.
그렇게 서 있으니 목이 떨어질 수가.
일발 장전. 흐드러지게 끝내 전소하리.
총알값 아까울 놈은
화격검.
자, 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
전력으로 상대해봐.
Monk. 1. One bullet is all he needs.
훑어버렸나. 받아볼 텐가.
피차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
I think I can do one stage more, depending on history.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은 많지 않지만 이번엔 그 귀중한 경우의 수에 들어맞았군.
The depth. Yeah,
잘
I think one more.
놀다간다. 회수하지 않은 탄피는
15, huh?
동구쉔크 3과 돈키호테.
Being on residential. The first thing I noticed when entering the room was that it was hot and muggy with the heat of battle. Also evidenced by courses of sea branch Heishu torn wildly about the room. Who's that? Wait. A bloodied beast rises ponderously from the ground, its gaze rising to meet ours. Wait. Hold on, his eyes. Something's definitely off here. He's not looking at us, he's... Redecott souls abruptly, having noticed that something didn't feel right. Away with you. The hooves intermittently kicked the ground with anticipation and aggression. What happened here? Did the Heishu make it into the exam hall? Limbless snakes dare trespass. Your hideous coils. I will crush them too much under my hoofs. You're way right. He's completely lost it. How can you feel the scales to dust? Sorry, why, but you're not actually that strong. But sure, you can try. Arme Heishogu Adept. Forçar Resatition Speed to minus 15. Gain 3 Strider Q. And 1 Berserking. Lose 15 offense level. No, and does not gain defense level from Strider Q, instead gain offense level. Or to Strider Q stack. Others to put melee to the Technos decision hits with a cracked unbreakable coin. It does not activate the target's effect. Does not confirm kill either. Trample and crush you too much. If this unit starts one frequent concussion against a melee target, with this unit, when this unit triggers tremors will against a melee target. Soul and Daylight. If this unit has tremor, gain one recurring hit with skill and triggers tremors will against target without tremor. No, let's get recording. Let's go against the wrong target direction has an equal on opposite direction. Si un recording está en max seconds, some out of time los vuestros buenos next turn. But the max 5? It is permanent. Oh yeah, it is. Will describe every 50 scale of your skin to sangue what the spell unit has. Clash loose if the targets gain. Ooh, I should have brain Ishmael. On Clash loose, if the target's coin was a plus coin, target heals 5 SP. If the target coin was a minus coin, target loses 5 SP. Then give 2 egos to the vanity of the skill the target used to sanity. He's a negative one. 11. Favor. Let's see how it goes. Oh. We're not winning anyone. Inflict trigger tremor bars. He has to trigger tremor bars of who has I need you to actually take this one. Trigger tremor bars. Good. Excellent.
이 섬이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
He only puts in Jisangan, Tremors, all others. Excellent, notice! Good, good. What's this? Like a clock. Turning. Cushion. It's different.
주의하시오.
Max attack 3. When he takes plus 3 damage from the stack, max 90. As a matter of fact, check right with 3 more versus rupture damage against the by 1 fire on the max attack consume all 3. And the first stagger next turn. Does this one put concussion? No. And it's not a passive. Oh no, yes it is.
잔불에 주의하시오.
12. No. Do I have faith? No. It's not like she's doing me wrong, but I don't know if I can trust her. But why? Oh. I'm gonna take the one without this. Need you with more. You shall not pass. What does this do? What's that? What dressing room? I don't have to more. Base power minus 5. So crash rules. And he auto suicides. Bolton. I need you to burn, my friend. Nice, strong to blood. Oop, stop.
왼발 장전.
Recoil. There's one. It's really cool. Four to two. It will make useless the next one. Bones.
받아볼 테니까.
What? Gosh. Pretender Crane. Well, at least they do in fake warfare. Fine. Punk. Burn. 5 turns. Mudsteeds puoi andare dopo non ci penso or less HP into more attack. Wait, yeah. Yes. Whisper moves to Dune. Ensure tremor bars. Does he put tremor? It does. The speed is being annoying. Removals. Letting Don Quixote shoe dodge. This one's going for Sinclair. Well, have to take that one.
받아볼 테니까.
끝내 정수하리.
Boy. Punk. Refuel. Dodge. 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 Wait. She's almost dying. What the hell? he burns. I actually need this one to hit. Oh well. Nah, he's dead. Oh. You're dead, kiddo.
여기까지 쏜 이상 돌아갈 수 없는 가슴이 닿게 도착할 것이 지옥뿐이라.
태우고 싶은 것을 태울 뿐이요.
총알값 아까울면
Seven turns. It's all I needed.
전력으로 상대해봐.
Funk. 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 And just the time to end the stream, right? Ugh. Hey, are you alright? Ladies, she's in there. Please, you must. Listen, buddy, you are not looking so good. That nasty one Leichen gave you starting to bleed again. Jichun's Heichu will be here soon. Stay here and wait for their arrival. Don't you worry about anything, Mr. Wei. Jichun's going to be just okay. Totally. Did you already forget who told her? If only she hadn't chosen a meeting. She could have achieved such heights, she could have risen so much higher than where she now stands. Wei's eyes shock restlessly into streams of past. Don't you know this already, Mr. Wei? Chichon became the Harak to transform Hongyuan into an nest that serves its lowest. No?
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 탄원은 어디든 무엇이든 누구든 관통해냅니다. 설령 사랑하는 사람일지라도.
The hates above being the queen of a nation. Huh? Blue flame, baby. The master. Oh my. Well, I have to go now. Food. Well, no, I have to make food actually. So,
점심에도 그리 여유롭게
see
지나가지
ya.
않는다네.
Thanks
서부의 협회는
for watching for a little.
타임을 즐긴다고도 들었네만. 그렇게 느긋하게만 보내면
Well,
거의
yeah.
활보하는 의뢰 대상은
Thanks for watching and
마련이지.
bye bye.